Hello everybody, welcome back to some more Fatal 12. Last time we left off, Odette, Alan fought, Alan won, I came back, Odette gone. I tried to heal Alan now. Alan still hasn't come to. Yeah, you should, Rinka. After I say that, I wipe off Alan's sweat and place a cooling pad on his forehead. Then I put another towel under his head to make a makeshift pillow. His profuse sweating and bright red face worry me. I know what he wants to get out of me, but I just can't bring myself to leave him in that state. See him laid out like this makes him look younger than usual, probably due to his height and build when standing. I can't even tell the time since my phone's dead. I can tell that I'm hungry though, so I make my way to a corner of the storehouse to eat the food I picked up. I take a moment to consider the fact that I've become anything but a normal person before chowing on my food. Alan finds himself dreaming. It is the first time he's had a dream unrelated to the Court of Fate in a long time. You're always so reckless, you know that? It is a dream entwined with his past. A past of great importance. Oh, I'm guessing his younger sister. Alan wakes up just as I finish my food. The fact that he sits up so quickly surprises me a bit. I almost shook, right? I'm not quite sure what he was saying, but it sounded like he was calling out to somebody. Of course, questioning him about it wouldn't be a smart decision.
Kimika.
He comes to grip with the situation after noticing the sheet on his forehead and towel under his head. I can't do that to you, Alan. I place my trash inside the convenience store plastic bag and then take the bottle of water over to Alan. Saying that, he takes a deep swig of water I've just handed to him. He stands up afterwards. It serves to remind me how big he actually is. I'm not sure where to take the conversation now. After better dibulary, a word I cannot pronounce, I come up with a certain proposal. There's no immediate response, so I can only assume he's taken by surprise. It feels like the best option for me, though, especially when Alan and Odette's conversation hinted towards Alan knowing plenty about Scale. I'm not sure if I end up electing him myself or not, but it's a fact that he'll come across my own information at some point. Knowing his cause of death will allow me to protect myself should he decide to elect me at the very least. That's why it's best if I get what I can out of Alan now. Once Alan has finished telling me what he discovered about Scale, I reveal the contents of his regret card. Gold medal. I feel like there's something that links to his regret in the info Alan told me. No new card seems to have formed on his end, but I'm sure he'll be able to put the pieces together quickly enough. Tomorrow's Sunday, but I'd rather open the store if I can. I'm a bit paranoid when my phone's dead, but right now the sheer exhaustion is my biggest issue. He doesn't respond, so I give up and leave. About half an hour walk from the closest station, the idea of having to walk the same path back already has me reeling. Alan has a nice body, I'm just saying. It's 1 a.m. Shinjuku may be a major stop in Tokyo, but the last trains don't run much later than this. Meanwhile, Miharu and Naomi are still waiting in front of the Lionhouse for Rinka's return.
先輩、戻ってこないですね。ご離れた心配を通り越して、その 彼氏さんとかと一緒に
Yeah, my boyfriend Alan,
っ
sure,
て考え
Naomi.
ちゃいます今日は土曜日ですし先輩にお付き合いしてる人がいるかどうかって聞いたことないですし
羊さん。
はい
そのくだらない想像は今すぐやめてくれないかい？
Naomi feels a chill run down her spine. While it wasn't exactly a joke, she swears not to bring up the topic up ever again.
しかしこれ以上遅くまでここにいるとやがて警官に声をかけられてしまうかもしれない。終電もなくなってしまったし困ったものだ。もっとも日付でいう今夜に僕がこのまま死ぬのであれば帰ろうが帰る前がもうあるいは認可へ向けた遺書を書き始めた方がいいのかもしれないね。
みはる先輩
Naomi fails to find the right response to match how deadly serious Miharu seems. It doesn't help that she feels responsible for this situation too. Miharu could have used the time to possibly find information about Scale had she not suggested relying on Rinka. Those memories made spirits. Should Miharu be eliminated though? Even if they don't vanish completely, they will become far too blurry to recall, more so than ever her earliest childhood memories. This even applies to when the two of them let their feelings clash. The idea of losing that experience scares her.
大丈夫です先輩なら
Naomi's voice is audibly quivering. Both know her faith is entirely unfounded.
君は泣き虫だな。その素直さは時折羨ましくもあるよ。
Miharu feels at peace for a reason she cannot understand. If that's what she's currently feeling towards Naomi is similar to how Rinka feels, then she might just...
え
The sudden voice takes Naomi and Miharu by surprise.
みはるナオミこんな時間になんでうちの前にいるの先輩
Naomi dashes over to Rinka without a second thought. Rather, she attempts to before tripping over her own 2 feet.
それはこちらのセリフでもあるね。まさか男性といたということはないのだろう。
I was!
途中まで男の人といたけどってなんで知ってるのとりあえず来年館に入ろう二人とも私が来るのを待ってたってことだよね
Naomi is obviously flustered, whereas Miharu looks like she's just seen a ghost, and Rinka has no idea what's going on, but she takes them inside the store anyway. Following that, it takes an entire hour for everything to be cleared up. Divine selection, let's go.
ごきげんよう運命の奴隷の皆様
Parker's voice echoes throughout the court of fate once more. Tonight marks the 8th round of Divine Selection. Only 6 of the original 12 participants are left. Numbers 1, 2, 3... Something. 11 and 12, sorry. One is guaranteed to be eliminated tonight, though. None other than Odette, the very first person I have elected. Oh, this is Federico.
皆様本日はおしゃべりなさらないのですわね
じゃあてめえが喋ってくれよ。何か面白い話をな。
面白いお話でございますか
Odette remains as calm as ever, even with her impending elimination. That really pisses me off.
どうでもいいだろそんなのよ。早く指名に移ってくれ。
My patience gets the better of me, causing me to shout. All it does is cause Odette to flash me a smug grin. That stupid face drives me mad.
あらあらまるで早く指名したいとそういう風にお見受けされますわねいいでしょうそれでは今宵も選定を始めますわ
Parker makes her announcement loud and clear. She's doing it to show me up. The little brat thinks she's better just because she's the goddess.
回りなさい運命の大時計
The standard election procedure follows. It's a sight that I've gotten way too used to.
私はない。
Number 1 passes. Next is Miru. Based upon everything up to now, she passed. I'm the only one out of our alliance that will be electing someone tonight after all.
僕は11番
Wait.
あなたを指名するよ。
Oh, she's electing Odette.
何？
承知いたしましたわ。
What's going on here? I can't hide my panic over what just happened. Odette catches my eye in the midst of my breakdown. She's giving me the same smug-ass grin as always. Almost like she knew things would play out like this. If Mihiru's electing her, then I don't need to, right?
3番様はいかがなさいますか？
俺はし、
I cut myself off.
いや、俺も11番を指名だ。
That was close. The shock almost made me forget that Odette has my information as well. Mihiru will get her hands on that info if she eliminates Odette. Don't tell me that's been her plan from the beginning.
何？
Doesn't sound like Scale expected this either, judging by his expression. Can't see him putting her up to this. There's something in it for him.
あら、重複してしまいましたわね。けれど、少々お待ちください。
Scale's right after me now that we're down to so few people.
2番を指名だ。何？
He's electing someone as well? Mihiru of all people too? He's smiling, but not that fake one that he usually has. He looks like he's holding back a real wicked laugh. I can't believe this. I've never trusted them in the first place, but I never expected them to pull this stunt. Number 1 doesn't seem the least bit concerned about Mihiru being elected either. Guess they really did part ways.
受けたまわりました。お後は
Odette.
11番様はどうなさいますか？
私はなしだ。分かってんだろ。
But you have Federico's information though.
私はあくまで選定の管理者。あなた様の本来の運命は見えていても、これから待ち受ける可能性は分かりませんわ。
ごたくはいいんだ。
Parker pouts at Odette before directing her attention to Alan.
僕も指名はしない。
それではまずは2番様と3番様の指名の重複について
Okay.
対応いたします。
If I remember correctly from the beginning of the election, Parker says that if two people claim the same person, they must show one of their own cards. I think to everybody.
ご自分のカードを1枚オープンにすることで
Oh.
指名の優先権を取得することができますわ。
Oh.
いかがなさいますか？
Snap.
俺は自分の指名をオープンにするぜ。これで優先権は俺のものだ。
Everyone here knows my name, so it's no big deal.
待ってくれ。優先権を取得する意思確認は番号の若い僕からするものではないのかい？僕も優先権を取得させていただくよ。今度は死因。そのカードをオープンにするさ。
承知いたしましたわ。これでお互いに1枚ずつカード公開の意思をお見せいただきました。
くす。僕はこれ以上カードを見せることはしないさ。どうするんだい？ 3
てめえ。
I glare at Odette. She isn't laughing anymore. She looks like a wild beast now. Her sight is fixed square on me, like I'm her prey. Even now, this might be the first time she's ever looked at me like this. What happened if the election gets cancelled? I can elect her next week, but then I'll need to review another card if she opts to protect herself. Even if I don't elect her, she'll just elect me instead. Even worse, she hasn't revealed a single card of her own. That means she'll break right through my own protective measures. If we both elect each other, then we'll be eliminated together.
3番様も指名はなしでよろしいでしょうか？
Parker poses her question with a smirk. I ain't got time to think about how to make it through divine selection anymore. I'll never surprise Odette if I back down here. This is my best chance to put her to sleep once and for all. So as long as I beat her, then.
待て
The thing is, Odette should have all three of my cards. She can still protect herself if I go ahead with this. Then I have to reveal my regret as well. I stay quiet. My brain starts processing thoughts at a rate I've never experienced before. I've been with her long enough to know that she wouldn't just take an election for me lying down. She isn't electing me because she can't. She made it seem like she knew my regret, but that was a bluff. Which means there's only one thing to do.
俺の死因もくれてやる。だから俺にあいつを倒す権利をくれ。
承りましたわ。それではこれより3番様による11番様の指名を行いますわ。
おお
The sudden shaking takes me by surprise. My platform begins to rise above the quarter fates. It takes me to the upper stratum, which looks limitless.
ほとんど変わらないんだな。下と。
Odette told me about the upper stratum before, but it really isn't that different from below. All that change is only me and Odette are here, standing opposite one another. Just the two of us rising together.
まさかてめえに指名されちまうとはな。
強がりのつもりか。少しはビビってみせろよ。これから死ぬんだぜ、あんたは。
何を言ってる。私もてめえももともとすでに死んじまってるんじゃねえか。怖がることなんてありはしないさ。ゲームに負けちまって悔しいな。その程度だ。最後だから言っておくぜ。てめえと駆け回るのは退屈はしなかったさ。まあどちらかといえば楽しい日々だった。
Odette sounds solemn as she says this.
楽しいかそうじゃないかの二択なら楽しい方に傾くよ。あんたと飲むワインは。
てめえ何釣られてやがるんだ。とにゃめえな。裏切りなんて向いてねえんだよ。いや最後にしんみりとしたフェデリーコ君っていう面白いもんを見させてもらった。
この野郎。
あら仲良しさんですわね。
どこから。
She's the goddess, Federico. Chop! I completely forgot about Parka thanks to Odette.
女神の選定では皆様因果の時という運命の井戸でつながっています。これまでも今までの選定の際もあなた方のように仲良しさんたちはいらっしゃいました。私その瞬間を見るのがとても心地
いい趣味してるな。
ありがとうございますわ。
勘違いするな。俺たちは別に仲良しなんかじゃねえ。利害関係で繋がっていて旨味がなくなったからこいつを脱落させるってだけだ。
あらあら素直じゃありませんね。
うっせえ。いいからとっとと指名させてくれ。
そうですわね。今宵はもう一組指名がございますしあまり時間をかけてもいられませんね。
My card book starts to glow as she says that. All my cards pop out and start floating in front of me. Odette told me how the election process works, so I don't hesitate. All I need to do is pick out her 3 cards.
指名オデット・マランソン。
最後にてめえに一つ聞いておきたいことがある。
死因アッシー。
私はよ人生を楽しむために生きてきた。てめえは何のために生きたいんだ。
俺は
Her question causes me to stop for a moment. It doesn't take long for me to answer though.
生きるのに理由なんていらないだろ。
そうかい。てめえも案外履き違えちゃいないってわけだな。
ざれ言だな。あんたらしくない。未練出産
All three cards float away from me once I picked them out. Once they reach the middle of the Court of Fate, they come together and form a triangle shape. The light surrounding them gets bigger and bigger until it eventually envelops the whole area. As for Odette, she looks more at peace than I've ever seen her before. Damn it all. Now we can see Odette's past and how she died. I find myself on a ship under attack. A bunch of old-fashioned pirates were responsible. The ship was packed to the brim with weapons and illegally obtained jewels and crap, so they were probably here for them. Of course, the shipping company would never lose to a single boat. Now it was Odette Malincon at the helm. Things were different this time around, though. Not only were the pirates working together as a group she wasn't on good terms with, but they planned on sinking the ship and killing everyone on board too. There was no way out when you were surrounded by 8 ships. All of Odette's crewmates were dead. Of course, they took plenty of pirate crew down with them. The ship itself looked like hell on earth. There just happened to be a man from the Italian mafia on board too. Odette was aware of that, and the fact that he was currently on the run. Federico! Just then, a massive shock rocked the ship. It began to break apart due to the damage it had received. Odette judged others based on their skills on the high seas. To that effect, the mafioso was nothing more than your average Joe. Part of the decking that had broken off launched right at him. And it was none other than Odette who used her body as a shield. That was a fact that she would never admit to. Even if she's alive, she would just chalk it up to coincidence. The undeniable truth, however, was that Odette used her own body to protect the mafioso. The ship jolted violently afterwards before it broke completely. Both Odette and the mafioso were crushed by the wreckage. It was Federico she protected. It has to be. I find myself clutching my chest when I regain consciousness. My heart's throbbing like mad. I'm sweating buckets despite it only being a dream. I saw the exact same moment of Odette's death. I can't believe it. She... My eyes feel dry all of a sudden. The sheer shame I feel takes over me. Parker appears once more, chuckling in a manner similar to Miharu. She tells me all the cards Odette has in her possession and gives me the option to pick one. All 3 of my cards are included in that list. She could have protected herself at any moment.
それではきちんと選んでおいてくださいね。
My platform begins to descend as Parker's voice fades. The movement doesn't take me by surprise this time because I'm so preoccupied with everything that's just happened.
2番死因でいいさ。
How ironic that the card I pick is one Miharu is going to reveal anyway. Doesn't matter to me anymore though. Odette gave her life to protect me. She even had all my cards at her disposal, yet she never tried to block my election. And I'll never be able to find out why. I'm the one who eliminated her, but... I tried to kick the stand in front of me, but I just fell all over myself without making any contact.
夢の世界のものですもの。攻撃しようとしても無駄ですわ。
Parker, who has returned to the lower stratum at some point, speaks to me with a grin. She really pisses me off. Everything pisses me off now.
それではまずはオープンになったカードをいただきます。
Parker takes the 2 cards from me and 1 from Miharu. The participant's card begins to glow except for mine. I got Miharu's card when I eliminated Odette, so there's no reason for mine to react. I doubt anyone can hear me at this point. My emotions are shot, and they're falling deeper and deeper down this bottomless world. Oh my god, now it's Miharu's. The scale! After Federico has his election, it is Miharu's turn to be elected by scale. I am honestly a bit worried at first, but Miharu comes back safe and sound. Finding her and Naomi outside Lion House on Saturday night sure took me by surprise. Oh, now it's back to Rinka. After hearing what they had said, I was so glad that I both made my way back home and found the courage to negotiate with Alan. He spent all Sunday tracking down the info pertaining to Scale's cause of death and regret. It shouldn't have been too hard because we already knew the information on the cards himself, but it still took almost all day. I doubt I would have been able to manage without Mihiru and Naomi's help. They should both be sleeping beside me in the real world right now. I could have elected him myself, but I didn't because it would risk Mihiru losing her own means of protection. That in turn increased the risk of the other participants getting a hold of more information, but it remained the safest option.
おやおや、大波乱と申し上げた方がよろしいでしょうか。
好きにしろ。同席。
Sorry, I want to see what cards I have. I got mine. I got Mihiru's. Oh, I know her concept of suicide. But I don't know her regret. Federico. Structure collapse, yep. Don't know your regret though. This is you. This is the old man. You, I never got to find out about you, to be honest, so I'm sad about that. You're Keiko. Scale Jones. Gold medal, but I don't have his cause of death. This is Sophia. I mean Sonia. I don't know, I keep calling her Sophia. And this is Odette. And then I have Alan.
やられたね。ちくしょ。
Unfortunately, I have to agree with Parker's sentiment. My heart is racing. It's entirely possible that I could have lost Mihiru if Skill did something crazy. And that's the last thing I want.
それでは今宵の脱落者は1名。これをもって選定を終了といたしましょう。
Divine selection ends with Parker's farewell. My consciousness makes its way back to my body in the real world. But I don't go back empty-handed. It's nothing but a simple idea for now. But a certain possibility has made itself known to me. 8th week. I believe it's 12 weeks because there's 12 people. So.
見事だ。オデット・マランソン。
I don't understand. What is it? Alan speaks to himself inside the storehouse. He figured that Odette had already obtained Federico's information. However, she opted to accept death over using that information to protect herself from his election. Federico's realization after the fact would leave him perplexed and aware that he would never surpass her. Had she opted to protect herself, then he would have likely backed down in order to avoid revealing his regret. When taking into consideration that Mihiru Hiboneta had also elected her, on the off chance he did decide to reveal his regret, someone could easily elect him the week next. After all, Odette opted not to pursue that possibility. Instead, she was content in deciding her own fate. Her death was a gallant one. Her way of life had differed from the ideal of Alan persuaded, but it merited respect nonetheless.
潔い死か。
Alan hadn't been opposed to the concept up to now. He's a firm believer in approaching everything from a logical perspective. Emotions have no place when it comes to actions. Doing so would blur the concept of a black and white world. In its place would be an ambiguous reality in the results of action taken. He relinquished the name given to him by his parents in order to emancipate himself from his past. In its place, he chose Alien Scorpion, a name who wouldn't associate with his homeland of India. With a new name came to start a new life. That was what he decided. He would use his name to bind himself and build up a massive fortune as a jeweler.
だが、僕のその行動自体が。
They were fueled by nothing beyond the emotion he believed was unnecessary. The name that he picked for himself became one he cannot abandon. Its appearance on his name card is proof of that.
僕自身が人一倍感情的だからこそ、意図的に感情を捨てようとしていたなど、あの女性の言葉を否定できないな。
You're desperate, aren't you? Kambuchi Keiko said as much to him before her elimination. He may have laughed her off, but he couldn't ignore his irritation as he elected her. She saw straight through him. He knew this and yet made every effort to pretend otherwise. Alan is desperate to live.
Shishimai Rinka.
The look in her eyes pushes him forward. Alan has already lost divine selection. He has finally come to this realization. That alone isn't enough to make him give up on life, however.
言ってしまったからな。僕自身。
The numerous lives that have come to an end thus far have begun to stir his emotions. And this is where I'm going to leave it. I will see you lovelies in the next episode. Take care. Bye bye.